H1 Unlimited Dash for Cash.
Money back to the shore.
U11 Peterson May, Tom Thompson.
We got the 11, it looks like the 9, the 21, and following up right on the back.
The U-9 Gale-Rew Construction, Schwab Tires, Andrew Tate.
All right, so it's Jimmy Shane in the Homestreet Bank.
21 on the outside, Daryl Strong, Paynewest Insurance, Brian Perkins.
Les Schwab with Andrew Tate. The 11
and the 1, Homestreet Bank,
Thompson, and the 21
Jimmy Shane.
Paynewest. Go fast, turn left with Brian Perkins. And as best as we know, Rob Hall is not in this lineup.
No, Rob Hall's not in this one. I'm not sure where that was coming from, but no, Rob Hall's not in this one.
Hey, but we do have the U-9 and Andrew Tate out there with Jimmy Shane. It'll be great to see him go with other boats on the water.
2 fastest qualifiers so far.
Well, remember, you got Theoret up there.
Theoret, second and third.
So we are inside the 5-minute gun. We are down to coming up on 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the start. It's our dash for cash. It's one of the great things they do here in the Tri-Cities at this race every year. It's become tradition. The fans get excited about it. I always say somebody can leave work a little bit early, come down here and get their boat race weekend started and see 4 boats go deck to deck for 3 laps around here. It's going to be fun.
And here they come across the start-finish line, and lane number 1 is the 9. That's Les Schwab, Andrew Tate, Gale-Rew Construction. The 11's on the outside, the Peters and May, and then you have the Homestreet Bank at number 2 with Jimmy Shane, and lane number 3 then would be the Paynewest with Brian Perkins. That's the way they set right now, and I wonder if they're going to stay that way.
Line, you're going to have to pick it up, or we're going to have to go across the infield. It's 2 minutes and 17, 16, 15.
I think it's kind of interesting that they put Andrew in lane 1, but that's where he is. He can handle it, and this will be a good time for him to be inside lane 1. Look for the lanes to be a little bit larger than normal, and they'll give him some room and some more experience driving inside.
You're going to have to need a lot of time.
I agree with you. That's a lot.
They're pulling off.
But the rookie inside on lane 1.
Okay, well then let's go with them.
It just stays that way.
It's gonna 150.
All right, so minute 50 to start for our dash for cash, and this is scheduled to be a 3-lap event, right, Brad?
I'm sorry, say that again?
3-lap event.
It'll be a 3-lap event. We're a minute 37 from the start, 137.
All right, so boats we would expect then would make a full trip back around to the other end of the course and be on time.
The 21 is coming back in. There's something wrong with that.
Except on the outside, the Peters and May with Tom Thompson.
We'll tuck in there next to those guys.
Of course, to go, and as we say that now, Jimmy Shane is going to hit it and come up the front stretch. Andrew Tate falling back just a little bit as they come to the start-finish line. And it looks like we have a boat that's moved way outside. And that
Mark, 1 minute.
Finish line and extremely slow out on the course, so not quite sure what may have happened up there.
You're inside 1 minute, guys. 45 seconds to the start. 45.
So Perkins is going to be coming down the front stretch and seems to be losing speed.
Yeah, he's going to come back to the pit area.
So a 3-boat race on the inside, the 9.
Let Jimmy get away from you.
Andrew Tate, lane number 2, the 1, Homestreet Bank with Jimmy Shane on the outside, Peters and May with Tom Thompson. Up to the top end of the course, a 3-boat dash for cash from O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah, Perkins is coming back in.
Good, you're good. You can mob. Mob all you want.
That's a shame. At the exit pit of turn number 4, it's going to be Tate on the inside, Shane lane number 2, Thompson lane number 3. Thompson's falling back. It's going to be Shane leading at the start-finish line, but Tate on the inside with boat speed. Wow, look at the momentum on the outside with the Peters and May and Tom Thompson.
Good looking 3-boat start coming down here. Andrew Tate, lane number 1, Jimmy Shane.
Cody coming to you. And that 11 has got a long ways to go around, and it's going to be a shorter course for the 9 boat. As they come, it'll be the 11 taken out of the exit pin first, followed up by Jimmy Shane and deck-to-deck with the 9.
Now you can probably throw a rope between all 3 of those boats. Looks like a parade lap out there on the far side as Jimmy Shane is going to pull even now with the Peters and May, and Tate is going to get up deck to deck now with Shane. So Shane is leading, but only by just a nose out there as they get to the top end of the course. The 9, Gale-Rew Construction, Les Schwab with Andrew Tate on the inside will have the short way around, but Jimmy Shane's starting to get a little bit more boat speed in lane number 2. Really like the run by the Peters and May, and Tom Thompson on the outside looking smooth in the water. At the exit pin of Buffalo Brothers, turn number 4, deck to deck to deck as they come across the start-finish line. And it will be Jimmy Shane leading, but again, Tom Thompson with that boat speed on the outside.
Yeah, Tom's really getting a nice ride. He's got a lot of air underneath the 11. He's walking the spots. He's coming down here.
Tony, you got all 3 of them. That's it. Andrew Tate's going to take inside lane. There's a little bit more choppy water on the inside. Jimmy Shane is taking lane number 3. Lane number 4 will be Thompson, and they're both. All 3 of them are deck to deck.
Yeah, throw a rope between them all. That's really a nice run on the outside for Tom Thompson. And you know he's got that speed on the outside. He can do something when we get to that final lap. It's just wondering now who's going to try to make that move. And it looks like Jimmy Shane is in lane number 2 at the top end of the course. But then you see Thompson on the outside gaining speed. And you know Tate's got the shorter right around in the 9 Gale-Rew Construction Les Schwab Tires boat. They're deck to deck to deck at the exit pin of turn number 4. What a beautiful sight on the Columbia River with the big rattlesnake mound in the background. That would have been a great photo op right there. 3 boats to the Griggs Ace Hardware start-finish line. It's going to be Tate leading and Thompson in second place, Shane in third.
Yeah, well, this isn't a half-bad photo op coming down here into turn 1 either, Michael.
Took it off, and he's got himself at least a boat-length lead, but here comes Jimmy Shane, and he's got some extra power coming down the side, and it's going to be real close heading to the midsection.
Yeah, we can see Tate leading by about a half a boat, but Jimmy Shane's trying to pass him on the backstretch. Tom Thompson falling back a little bit in lane number 3. Tate on the inside, Shane in lane number 2, who's going to have the lead when we get around the top end turn. Tom Thompson falling a rooster tail back now in third position. Tate puts it hard into turn number 3, but you can see Shane on his outside as they get to the exit pin. It's still deck to deck at the exit pin. Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. Tate is in the lead. Can Shane catch him at the start-finish line? It's Tate across first. And the checkered flag for Andrew Tate in the Gale-Rew Construction presents Les Schwab Tire. Second place for Jimmy Shane in the Homestreet Bank. Third place for Tom Thompson in the 11 Peters and May.
Nice ride, Nine. That's a very nice ride.